Hello everyone. It is Monday, February 9th of 26. It's a new week. And I want to start by making a correction. Obviously, if you watched last week's vlog today, you might have seen or heard me say that I was doing a stream this upcoming Saturday, the 14th. Then I did a little bit of research. And it's going to make a lot more sense for me to do that stream on the 21st instead. Why? Because that is the 40th anniversary of the release of Zelda 1. So why not do a stream celebrating the music of The Legend of Zelda on the 40th anniversary? Put some dishes away, shall we? Today was meh. The biggest thing that happened today probably was got the bins for the bins for shredding shit. I know that's a very technical term. But yeah, the bins that we will be using to, the bins we get from Shredded every year, which will dispose of the year 2018, which this year is monumental, at least for me, because there's paper in there that I worked on. Like, I am literally shredding my own work. So, hooray. And honestly, aside from that, I did fuck all at work today. I did a change run. I needed to do that. Aside from that, yeah, I kind of fucked around at work. Yeah, I kind of fucked around at work. Did a Costco run. God, if I really want to go out to eat, go to fucking Costco, man. I gotta remember that. If I really, really want to go out to eat, I should just go to Costco. I got 2 hot dogs, a drink, and a big fuck-off cookie. Less than $6. No, I'm not kidding. If you do not know the wonder that is the $1.50 hot dog and soda combo, I could have gotten 2 drinks, but I told him to keep the one because I didn't fucking need it. Didn't think it was necessary for me to grab that. I had to go to Costco to grab a couple of things. I was out of butter, and I was out of milk. The butter I definitely was getting from Costco because it was a big kind of tub butter. The milk I don't normally get from Costco, but I was there, so I might as well. And I am not nearly as picky on my milk as other family members I grew up with are, such as my mother, ergo my father, actually. They were both very picky on their dairy products. That's fine. Should I put this on top? Put that down right there. Yeah, I needed dishwasher. Like, here's how I know I needed dishwasher detergent. One left. But yeah, this week is not a whole lot. I mean, I got 2 shows this week. I did some theorizing work today. Theorizing of how can I make it out to San Jose this summer. Because I'd like to go to San Jose this summer and go do Mag West. But I have to figure out like what method of travel is going to be the best, number one. Because I have a couple of options. One requires me to take 2 weeks off, basically. I don't know if I want to take 2 weeks off of work. Because it would require me, for me to get to Mag West on time. I was looking at Amtrak. For me to get to Mag West on time, which would be, I mean, the event starts Friday. I'd want to be there Thursday evening. In order for me to be there on time, on a train that leaves from Chicago, I would need to leave from Chicago on Monday. Yep, Monday. I would then take 3 days to get to San Jose via a couple of different trains, the California Zephyr and then something coming from Emeryville, California. I forget what that train's called. And even once I got to Duridian Station in San Jose, I would need to still transfer to alternate transportation, potentially light rail, or Uber, or call a friend and say, hey, come get me. Those are my options if I were to do the train route. And that, before any taxes and fees, is $276. Yeah. It ain't exactly cheap. But if I do that, I can bring my own instrument. If I do that, I can bring my own instrument, my own sousaphone. So, something to consider. Option 2, flight. I can leave, oddly enough, the cheapest flights I've found don't involve me going to Milwaukee or Chicago. They involve me leaving here from Madison. In which case, honestly, all I would need to do is hit the bus. I could bus over to the airport. Or have a friend take me over there. But I could bus. Instead of having to drive to and from the airport and leave my car there for, what, another $11 a day? $8 a day, whatever the fuck it is. The bus is already, I mean, I already have $10 loaded up on a card. Ready to go. I think one ride is like $2 or $2.50, $2 or $2.50. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But those flights, actually, let me pull that one up. To depart on the 13th and come home on the 17th. Come on. The shared flight I have departs at 11:13 a.m. on the 13th. It gets to San Jose at 4:41. Oh, there's a cheaper option. Woof. That's why. Because it's a fucking red eye is what it is. I don't want to do a red eye. I do not want to do a red eye. But yeah, leave at 11:13 a.m. Get to San Jose via Dallas at 4:41 p.m. on the 13th. Going home, I would leave at 1:09 Pacific and get home at 11:12. Might need to Uber to get home for that. Now, they say the cheapest flight is $319, which is fine until you realize it's 6:15 a.m. departure from Madison, stop in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I get to San Jose around noon. 12:09 is what it says. Coming home, I would depart on Monday the 13th at 10:20 p.m. or on the 17th, which is the Monday, right? Yeah, it's the Monday at 10:20 p.m. I would get, we have a stop in Atlanta, and I would get home at 10:11 a.m. Yeah, this would be 6:15 to 7:27 to the Minneapolis, St. Paul, then have 3 hours in Minnesota before a 4:04 flight. The flight from San Jose to Atlanta departs at 10:20, arrives in Atlanta at 6:02, 3-hour layover, and it gets into Madison. It's a 2-hour flight from Atlanta to Madison. Alternatively, it would be land in Dallas at 1:39, have an hour and a half to change flights, 3.5-hour flight from there, and then getting back on Monday, have 2 hours to change planes in Dallas. And I could, for an additional $90, go with the main cabin instead of basic economy. What's the fucking difference? Why would I want to do main plus? Difference between main plus and main cabin is $156. Difference is first checked bag is free. Or I just give them $80 and check my bag. And there's main select for an additional $4. Show me the fucking... There's got to be more. Okay, there's more. Main cabin is extra legroom for fee and free ticket changes. Main plus adds extra legroom, free ticket changes, no refunds. Main select... Okay, so main select for $4 more. I don't get to check a bag for free, but it's a refundable ticket. If I'm booking a flight, I'm not refunding it. If I'm booking a flight, I'm doing the thing. I am going to go do the thing. That's been the kind of thing that I've been doing at work today, is just kind of spitballing. But yeah, yeah. So, yeah, this week is 2 trivia shows. Hopefully we play Bald on Saturday. I'm hoping we play Bald. And then I might take Friday off. I might tell Joe I want Friday off. Because a half days suck. I really hate half days. What? That was a full bitch from you. Yeah? Did you guys hear that? Meow. Meow. This is what she wants. You used to hate this. Missy, you used to run away at every opportunity. And now, you did a full bitch at the side of my chair because you wanted uppies. And you wanted petses. I guess you're getting used to me, huh? This cat used to run away from me all the time. Good girl. Good kitty. I don't know how much I want to be on this week, vlog-wise. I'll probably be doing some tweaks to the bracket. The 23 at-large songs. Yeah, those are going to change between now and the 21st. Anyway, that's it for today. We will see y'all later this week. Take care, everyone. Be right back. Or we'll be back later. Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday. And the work week is just one day left. Because I said I was going to take tomorrow off. And I am. Or not tomorrow, Friday off. And I am. Honestly, because I feel really good about where I got to with my work. So, yeah. I'm taking Friday off. Fuck it. Last night was hard. I stayed super late. I actually didn't leave work until it was about this time. Actually, I was still. I ended up rewarding myself with McDonald's last night. At about this time last night. It's about 10 to 11. I got home after 11. Excuse me. That's important shit that I just got for schedules. So part of why I got out so late was it is the annual shred party. And this year was shredding the year 2018. That is now 8 years ago. And it was harder than I expected it would be. Part of what I do when I shred is I take my it's like you take your memories of what happened that year and you kind of you let it go. And yeah, it was very difficult because 2018, although 2018 was a great year in terms of my career, because I started working at the place I'm working at now, it was a terrible year for my family. 2018 was the last full year Mom was alive. And 2018 started on a high note. Mom started her round of chemo. It was great. About a month after her chemo was done, she went in for her second surgery, which is supposed to resect a portion of her liver, which had cancer growing on it. And they left it in there when they realized the other part had cancer too. And at that point, in March already, we're taking the word cure off the table. And we're talking about palliative care, which for those who don't know the difference between cure and palliative, curing means getting rid of it and you can live your life. Palliative means we're going to make you feel as comfortable as we possibly can. But you're not making it out of this. In that year, we tried to make some of the best memories. We went and did all of the Bucky's on Parade thing in Madison. We got all 85 pictures in front of all 85. That was great. I liked that part, actually. It was like one last big hurrah, I guess. That was followed by Mom's last trip to Florida, which that was hard because she didn't really get to enjoy it. She was already very much declined, and the months after that it got worse, and she fought hard to stay alive for Christmas, to get basically a last Christmas in for all the family. And she died shortly into 2019. I broke, throwing all that shit away. It doesn't mean the memories aren't gone. Obviously, the memories are still there. They're going to be there. But it's a symbolic... I'm not just shredding the financial documents. I'm shredding that year and moving on from it. And there are parts of each year you never move on from. Like when we get to 2030, if I'm still there, if I'm still fucking there, and we're shredding 2022, that will be a very difficult one. 22 was a tough year. Honestly, 26 so far is feeling pretty good, at least for me. Aside from all of this shit happening in the world, I don't like that, but I'm okay with how things are going on my end personally. One thing that I actually did unexpectedly, I got a shower and shave after I got home from trivia tonight. Trivia was very, very sparse. We had 3 teams. Didn't even have 10 people there. They advertised cookies, warm chocolate chip cookies, $3 a cookie. Worth it, worth every penny. Oh, it was so good. It's not, you know, the Costco $2.50 cookie. I want one of those. Fuck me. I still love how I can eat at Costco for $6. And it's plenty of food. Now $6 is 2 hot dogs and a cookie. Where's your side? Sides cost money. Sides cost more money. Hot dog and a Coke for $1.50. You get 2 hot dogs. I should just start getting the 2 Cokes. Because then I have 2 Cokes to drink. I bought them. Might as well drink them. Automatic free refill, baby. Just like that. But anyway, I got done with the shower and the shave and all that. And it's the end of the day. So I've had dinner and everything. I've had all my food. And curiosity hit me after I got done shaving. Where am I at? And I got out the scale. For a guy my size, getting out the scale is a monumental task. Because I'm getting ready to face how terribly I'm taking care of myself, blah, 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 etc., etc. Well, I figured 350 minimum. No, 333 at the end of the day. Now, I remember a friend of mine told me, if you have unexplained weight loss, you need to get that look checked out. Well, the last time I weighed myself, I don't know if I weighed myself at all in 2025. I know when I weighed myself before, I was at 340 in the AM, like when you get up, when you are typically your lightest because you have not eaten. So I'm wondering if I'm actually in my 320s, which, hot fucking damn. Am I trying right now? No. It's probably the I don't have as much money as I want to have diet, where I'm eating less out. I'm eating more in, trying to cook food for lunch instead of ordering delivery. So yeah. Tomorrow is Echo Tab. Tomorrow is also the last day of my work week. I also have one-on-one with Joe, if he has it. And yeah. I'm hoping tomorrow I can get a whole bunch done at work to where I can definitely take Friday off with no question. Or with no thought of, God, I could have finished that. I could have done this, I could have done that. I'm also going to stay up super late tomorrow night. I'm hoping that this weekend I actually have the motivation to get all of my shit together and actually pick up around the house. I don't know if that's going to happen. We will see. The kids are chilling. Yosh just got in. That's about that time. So, I'm going to go do stuff online, on the line. Oh yeah, I also canceled my Nitro subscription because Discord's like, we're going to be requiring you to upload shit to verify your age. And we're using an algorithm, an AI algorithm, to measure where your age is if you don't use your ID. And if you use your ID, we'll use your ID. And we won't store it. We won't store any of this information. Bullshit. We've already been caught leaking. This information got leaked in a hack. I don't trust you with the information you do have on me. I think I use PayPal to actually pay for Discord, which that's a connection between PayPal and Discord. I don't give Discord my credit card info because I don't trust it. But we still use it. Oh, and if we don't verify our age, we're going to be automatically put in as teens, and we won't have access to any of the adult features of Discord. Which, do any of us really use that? It's still kind of bullshit. People are canceling Nitro subscriptions left and right. And I'm like, you don't need my money. Even if it's $10 a month, it's still my $10. I get to keep that now. Yay. All right, I'm gonna go hang out online, have some fun, do some of these football schedules. See you later. Hey everyone. Saturday is over. Remember when I said I was gonna wait till next week? And I realized, one, that was gonna be a long fucking stream. And two, I really want to do some of it tonight. So we did first round tonight. That took 5 hours. And there weren't a lot of there were a couple of hard matchups, but not a lot of hard ones. There was a lot of really easy decisions like, ooh, well, that's an easy call. I only had to break like 2 or 3 ties. I used my veto on the last matchup, which honestly, I used the veto to say, I'm not even putting up a poll. I'm just going to do it. We're just going to vote for this one. And it was Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time taking out the title themed Oracle of Ages? Or was it the credits of Oracle of Ages? It didn't matter. Oracle of Ages lost to Forest Temple. And everyone was like, yeah, that's fine. The toughest matchup was probably the wild cards from Twilight Princess met up against each other. Sorry. Hi, Missy. Missy Kitty. Missy. Look at the kitty. Look at this kitty. Look at the kitty. But yeah, Farron Woods took on Lake Hylia, both from Twilight Princess. The other one was, oh fuck, what was it? What was the other wild card? Midna's Lament, which went up against what? What fell to Midna's Lament? Oh, the Hidden Village, which is a cool and unique track, but Midna's Lament, and I kind of peeked the future matchups for next week, or for the next round, and yeah, Midna's Lament goes up against, has another tough match. Damn. So yeah. Round 1 was good. It took us 5 hours to get through round 1. And the funny thing is, in any single elim bracket like this, where you have an even number of teams or an even number of competitors, over half of the matchups are the first round. So for each, it's a single elim tournament, which does not do a third place match. There are 64 matchups there'd be half of the players' matchups in the first round. In this case, 128, so that's 64 matchups. Then you have 32 in round 2, 16 in round 3, and then 8, and then 4, 2, and 1. When you add all that together, you get 127. It's always however many competitors you have minus 1. When you have an even number of competitors. When it's uneven, I actually don't know the answer to that question. It might be the same. I'm not sure. But, yeah. The stream was well attended. I realized I hadn't streamed since Extra Life, so I need to stream more, apparently. And what was cool was, so I got rated by Dine, I got rated by Lead Time Gaming. Twy came up and rated with a big group. Holy crap, we rated with a big group. Thanks for the big raid. We rated Farron. I didn't hang out for too long, but I wanted to raid my buddy Farron because it had been a while. Yeah, we're going to do the rest of this next week and finish out the bracket. And yeah, there's a flaw with how the bracket was run, like KV brought it up, and you're very fair assessment with how the bracket was chosen. we're not necessarily getting the best songs in the Zelda franchise. That's true. So I think I'm going to do another bracket, and I'll post a link here and in my Discord and on my Blue Sky and everything, saying put in your best or your favorite Zelda song. Because part of the problem is, like, all the main themes have the Legend of Zelda theme in it. All of the, like, the credits, a lot of the main themes in the credits are potentially going to have da 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 da, which is not bad. I enjoy that, but when I hear it for 128 songs, it kind of wears, and I get that. So I think what will happen is the next time I do this, and I'm going to do it soon, it's going to be community input, where everyone can put in, I'll probably put in a number, like, say, here's a limit of how many you can put in. My kitty. Ooh. Oh, big purr. Big purr. Missy getting the purrs. But it was nice being on stream again tonight, although toward the end of it, my eyes were starting to go, hey, you're tired. We've been looking at the same screen for the last, I don't know how many fucking hours it's been. So it's time to go to bed. And then finally we got through the first round. We hung out in chat we hung out in call for a little bit longer. Yosh and SG and Celtis came and joined. Quinn came and joined from my mods, which was great. And then Sand stopped in a little bit later after the stream was over. So it was good to talk to him again. And, like, yeah, it was nice to get back to a stream. And I need to do it more often. Plain and simple. Tomorrow, I really don't have any plans. I'll probably do I'll have to do some cooking because I make food for the week. I'll probably do pasta this week and get out some sausage right away in the morning. Or I'll do it tonight. I'll probably do it tonight. I haven't had the heater on all day today, too. I should add that. It's been 50. It's been in the 50s. Do that again tomorrow and on Monday. That's cool. Anyway, it's been a good weekend. It's been a good weekend so far. And tomorrow's the last day of the week. So we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, everyone. It's Sunday. I'm doing this now because I don't know how long today's gonna last. I slept for shit last night. My back is telling me, hey, I don't know what the fuck you did. Stop doing that. Which sucks because I like my bed. I like my bed a lot. I'm also realizing how involved streaming is. I shouldn't say I'm realizing this. I know how involved streaming is. That's why I've kind of stopped. Streaming, although it is something I love doing, streaming is performing. Streaming is going out and putting on, I don't want to say putting on a face, because it sounds like what you see on stream, what you see off stream are two different people. It really isn't. But there's still a persona that goes on stream versus not on stream. And it can wipe you out when you do it for a long time. The guys that do 24 plus hour streams, I don't know how you fucking do it. I just did 5 hours last night. And where I didn't feel wiped last night because the adrenaline of the moment was still very much there. Oh boy, I feel drained right now. Maybe that's why conventions drain me as much as they do. Because yes, it's a lot of fun, and yes, there's a lot to do, but I am also performing. I'm focused on getting to one place or another. I'm focused on, I don't know, just doing what I feel needs to be done. That's my lunch that's done. The lunch is very much down there. Last night's stream was great. I know I just complained about, oh my god, streaming is a lot, but it was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I may have come up with a good podcast idea with KV, where we can talk about, instead of one song at a time, we'll like take one, like each episode is like a new soundtrack. And he was like, I think there's a bunch of soundtracks I could show you. I'm like, yeah, you're right. As much as I love VGM, and I love VGM, I don't know nearly as much as I should. And I'd love to just analyze soundtracks. Pick a soundtrack and analyze it front to back. Like, pick a couple songs, talk about, you know, how do I feel about a given soundtrack. Also, here's your moment of Zen today. Kitty is going to town on the soft food. My guess is she probably hates the hard food now. I think she's at that point. Which makes me sad, because the soft food, the wet food, is expensive. I love my cat, but damn, wet food's expensive. And she can't just have that once a day. She has to have that like 2 or 3 times a day, because she deserves as many meals as I get. I don't know what's going to happen today. I've had plans to straighten some shit out. Do some straightening up around the house. I did that a little yesterday. I did a bunch of shredding, organizing papers. I think today is just going to be a day where I chill. So yeah. Get off my screen. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like mid-50s today. I might go for a walk later today. We'll see. Anyway. I'm actually going to call the vlog. Actually, wait. I'm not done. The week is not over. I did fucking nothing today. You know what I played today? You know what I did today? I played Zelda 2. I played the Zelda 2 remastered PC edition version. I had finished the first quest, and they're like, hey, second quest. And I'm like, well, we've had one, yes. What about second quest? I'm going to cook food. Even though it is nearly midnight. Second quest in the remastered version of the game, what it does is it takes, I should show this, I should show myself. Zelda is awake. Like in the original game, second quest does really nothing. You restart the game. You do not have your items any longer. However, you do have all of your spells, all of your levels that you had from before. So if you were maxed out on levels, you can go through that early part of the game in like fucking easy mode. And I mean easy mode. Because you're attacking these, you know, early game enemies, you're basically one-shotting all of them. Horsehead at max level is when you're at max level, Horsehead's the first boss. Horsehead at max level is a fucking joke. Yeah, a fucking joke is what Horsehead is when you are at max level. Especially if you find your down stab. Holy shit. You have your down stab. You just jump up, pop, pop, he's dead. The fight's over in seconds. But second quest in the remastered edition, what it does is Zelda's awake. She says, take this and defeat Dark Link once more. She hands you an empty bottle. The idea behind this empty bottle, the whole premise of the game is a distant relative of, or this is, I think, Princess Zelda the First, I believe is the lore. There we go. This is Princess Zelda the First. This is the lore. She has fallen under a deep sleep thanks to a wizard who did a dealing with her brother. Her brother wanted to use the Triforce of Wisdom. He wanted it for himself. She said, no, it's not for you. And he's like, but, aww. Does a deal with a bad wizard, and she gets put under a deep sleep. Meanwhile, the Link from the first game, yes, the same Link, from my understanding, encounters this earlier descendant of Zelda. By the way, the brother felt bad about this guy cursing his sister. That he said all future princesses will be named Zelda. That's the lore behind that. Not too bad, you know, for a game from 1987. Not too bad at all. Well, the whole thing is Ganon's dead. Ganon's dead, and all the monsters in the area want to resurrect him. And there's a way they can do that, but they need the blood of the hero, Link. Link, by the way, in this in this point in time, sees this glowing mark on the back of his wrist. It is the mark of the Triforce. This is where we find out, this is the actual debut point for Triforce number 3, the Triforce of Courage. Link is recruited by Impa to save Zelda once again. Well, save this Zelda. Disposal. But she says that she wants to save Zelda, blah, 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 blah. And from there we go into the game. How we do this is there's 6 crystals that we have to place them at the 6 palaces. And thus opening up the way to the Great Palace at the end of Death Valley, which is aptly named. In there is where the 3rd Triforce is found. The whole game is just a test for Link. That's all it is. To retrieve the 3rd Triforce, which is by getting the 3rd Triforce, since they already have number 1 and 2 together, they get the 3rd one, the complete one, wakes up Zelda, and that's GG. I know. Whole lot of lore from a game from 1987. So, second quest in this remastered one. As I said, she's awake. Hands you a bottle and says, go beat Dark Link once again. What she wants you to do is instead of letting sleeping dogs lie and go, okay, well that's it. No, she wants you to perform the ritual to actually get Link's blood. Perform the ritual and beat Ganon. Now, there's more to it. They've added some extra items. They've added a better shield. They've added a better sword in the game. There's an item called the Pendant. The Pendant allows you to replenish your magic a little bit at a time. Remember, there really are no items in this game that you use. You use magic and your sword. That's it. The sword is definitely a step up. But other than that, I mean, the other items are there. There's one other difference is that instead of getting the medicine, you're getting a flower. And instead of looking in the river, or looking in this, looking in the fountain nearby this lady's house for her mirror, you have to do something else. I don't actually know what the vanilla game does because I randomize it. Of course I do. Because of course I do. That's how I roll. So, yeah, there's a lot more to this. Look it up. I won't give you links for it, but Zelda 2 Remastered, or Hoverbat is the one who did the hack. It's really good. It adds new areas that were not in the original game, which I also like. Yeah, it's really good. And I've been doing that all day, losing track of basically everything. I've had lunch. I haven't really had dinner. I'm not making dinner. This is for the rest of the week. Because I don't want to, cook food. I mean, I don't want to have to order out the rest of the week. And it's not that I got up super late. I actually got up before noon. I woke up, when I recorded that first clip today, which I thought was going to be my last clip, and that it was going to be a short night, I woke up because my back was like, what the fuck did you do to me last night? And I'm fine now. I actually had to open the upstairs window today because it was getting hot. And I did not want to turn on the air conditioning. For me, that was kind of counterintuitive. Or like, I could do it and say, ooh, I turn on the AC during wintertime. I decided to not do that. I decided against that. But yeah, game was really good. I just finished it. Like, I went into the final battle. It's a 3-phase battle. Apparently Ganon's caught in this slab. And you put the blood and the crystal on the slab, and that's supposed to make him wake up, I guess. And he does not wake up quietly. Oh my god. He starts thrashing around, stomping on the floor, stomping so hard that it actually makes the floor collapse. And then he'll start coming at you, trying to shoot you with shit. Like, his power's trying to awaken, and when you take out the actual slab as it's trying to march at you, and there is there's a timer on it. There is a finite point to that hallway. If you get to the end of the hallway, as I did my first time through, you're dead. And ain't no healing spell gonna save you. It's a one-shot kill. But if you end up getting enough hits on the slab and its weak points that show up and try to shoot you, I know this sounds great. Then a little blob just bounces away with the soul of Ganon inside of it. And then you have a final battle with this blob, of which your first enemies are like these little blobs, little bits and bots. This is just a really big one, but it's all black. No eyes, no nothing, no anything. And it tries to attack you. And it wants you fucking dead. That's all browned. Turn that down even more. And it hit, I mean, if you take a good hit from it, it hits like a motherfucking truck. Like, the Hoverbat did a great, Hoverbat and their community did a great job with this remastered version of the game. It's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was my day. I did Zelda 2. I did really nothing else. Nothing I'd really planned today. Like, I had thought I might play a little Zelda 2 and then go out and get another bag of litter for Kitty. That did not happen. She doesn't need it immediately. So like, we're in good shape. I'd get it later this week and we'll be fine. Like maybe tomorrow. I'll probably get it tomorrow. Yeah. But today was a good day. Even though it started out really shitty. But I basically spent all of today upstairs on the computer playing the video games. And now I'm making pasta for the week. Yes? Can I help you? This is a little more burbling than I want it to. Turning it down quite a bit. Just need you really to keep it warm. What? Again, the advantage of cooking for yourself. Lick the spoon. Who the fuck cares? Alright. I think now I can say the week is over. At least on the vlog. I'm definitely glad I want to say I got a second wind, but I definitely feel a lot better than I did earlier today. Regardless, it's going to be an interesting week. I know I have payroll that has to be done. I know I have a trivia show. I don't know about second trivia show. We're going to find out about second trivia show. What do I have another one scheduled this week or is that next week? I don't remember. Yes, I know my cat's meowing. She's meowing at me in my face. One show this week. I end up having 6 this month. That's excellent. But yeah, I'm just at Echo this week. And then Saturday is the charity thing. With the alumni band, with the UW alumni band. And then, what was the last thing? Oh, and we're going to finish the ZELDA bracket on Saturday. After that thing. Anyway, now for real, that's going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you next week. Take care, everyone.